Hope everybody's doing all right today. It's kind of a gloomy day. The sun ain't shining and it ain't raining. So that's kind of good for me. But y'all take what resonates. Crazy. There's some crazy shit going on, man. Anyway, how is this other half or other person, the other, how are they feeling about collective at this moment? Y'all take that as it resonates. I'm gonna grab a couple of these Mystic Rose Red cards, find out what it says. Then we'll do the tarot, regular tarot, keywords, tarot, whatever you want to call it. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming down, guarding and protecting us as we channel these messages. Thank you, ancestors and ascended masters, for all the helpful healing messages that you give. The absolute truth. It says a camera on somebody, or somebody's watching somebody from a distance, possibly on their phone. This is love call. All right. So tell me how they're feeling about collective. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Jesus Christ. It says something about still upset, avoiding a conversation. That looks like butt hurt. Somebody's butt hurt. All right, tell me. It says mirroring something, seeing something, looking within. All right, take what resonates. If it resonates with you, hit the like button and subscribe. Tell me how they're feeling about collective. What do they want collective to know about how they're feeling about them? It says karmic relationship, passion, and death. Some kind of twin flame sparks, having fun. Somebody feels like that something is karmic. They're feeling like that this is a karmic relationship. Letting go, letting go of the intensity. It says the relationship is over. What's dead is dead. Take that as it resonates. Bottom of the deck says the runner. So somebody's afraid to face their feelings. You might have left or something, or you might have pulled away from their energy. Let's find out. What do you want to tell us about the karmic, why they feel like it's a karmic relationship? Something's too intense. It triggers. Too many triggers. It says that ship has sailed. Letting go of something. Moving on. Self-indulgence, gambling. Somebody is not showing their feelings. They're not willing to. They need to do more shadow work. You see the candles are in these. Something about this person feels like you trigger them. It's too intense. Somebody needs to have an ego death, doing some kind of shadow work. So there's been some kind of missed opportunity because someone won't face up to their emotions or feelings. They won't face what they're feeling, okay? Because they're doing shadow work. Looks like they're whoever this other half is, look, backstabbing. Whoever this is immature. Being immature. I'm telling you. It says they're growing, though. Something about them growing. Because something's too intense. They can't handle it. Okay, so what is collective feeling about the other half, the situation? The situationship. It says heartbroken. It says doing something, living single, having fun, living in the moment. You're just taking things day by day, moment by moment, dealing with your emotions. Your emotions keep coming and going. You know that if you keep yourself in a joyful state, dancing and things like that, it'll bring in, it'll usher in this positive change. But you have, in your moments, alone time, you have these triggers of emotional ups and downs. It says a love call. somebody's about to inform you of something. Somebody's been thinking about you. Maybe that's what's triggering your heartbrokenness. You feel heartbroken. But remember that Jesus is closest to the heartbroken and the meek. The orphans and the widows. Okay? He's closest to those. Something about a third party hookup. You feel like that you were used. You feel like you were used in some kind of love bombing. Okay, what does collective need to know to connect the two? What does collective need to do? What does collective need to know? It says sunglasses. Waiting. Somebody's watching you, man. If you're not watching somebody, they're watching you, because that comes out too often. The dragonfly and the sunglasses. Watching a light. Watching some kind of divine being. Shine bright like a diamond. That's what made me hear that. Okay, so... Okay, let me ask this. This is plainly, let me ask this. Love call come out here 3 times. So, is someone about to contact collective, and collective needs to be prepared to answer the call? It says the butterfly. Evolving, growth, next phase, releasing the past, healing inner child. I'm going to get 3. It says some kind of meeting or talk, feeling elevated, building a friendship. So something's evolving from an acquaintance, possibly somebody that you know, to something deeper. But they need to express some kind of, you need to have an open heart and be open to receiving, because somebody's transforming. Because of you is what it keeps showing. Grounding, stability, growth, endurance, performance. There could be something that's coming out of nowhere. A date. Somebody may want to ask you for a date. It says meeting someone new, getting back out there. On that other card, the rose was all shriveled up. Someone's getting their grounding. Man, I keep hearing, I can buy myself flowers. Okay, so somebody's in their power, can do something, stepping up to the plate, but somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody definitely wants to talk to you. Somebody has noticed you. On some kind of, they want to go on some kind of date or talk. It says karmic. That could mean the intensity, though. It's all about perception. Alright, well, how does collective feel about this? Because somebody's transformed because of something that you've done or shown them. Look, they think you're their wish come true, but it looks like they're toxic. Alright, give me 3 cards to tell me what collective needs to know about that situation. Because it looks like somebody's stalking and obsessed, but they can't come forward. And what collective needs to do. Cupid's arrow. Find somebody new. A soulmate is coming in. I'm telling you, somebody's interested in you. It says to take a risk on this new person. Wedding rings. Union. Somebody's watching you, dang it. I'm trying to tell you, they watching you. You've learned something from the past, now it's time to let it go. You're afraid to be open. You're afraid to be open to this. It looks like something in the distance to you. But it's right here. It looks like it's going to come out of nowhere. Someone's just going to talk. It looks like someone's going to hit you up. Text, call, email, and talking more. Awaiting a message. Healing a heart. Divine timing. Love call. The butterfly, the sword, and the rose. Clarity, truth, revelations, honor, protection, and determination. Be delicate with your words. Somebody's trying to figure out how to talk to you. Like, somebody is trying to, like, maybe even practice their speech to talk to you. I'm telling you, teddy bear. Like standing in the mirror going, okay, this is how I'm going to say it. I'm going to say, hello, may I speak to, wait a minute, should I just say, like, do I say JEANBEAN? Or do I say Mrs. You know, they're sitting there doing that, okay? Trying to practice how to talk to you. How did they get collectives? How did they get collectives, information? How did they get collectives information? Blessings. They manifested it. That's what it's saying. Watching, looking, perception, and stalking. So they know exactly where you're at. Something about dancing, y'all. Dance. Dance asses. Okay. A date. Look at this. Seeing something clearly. Somebody spotted you. Somebody spotted you. It says the chaser spotted somebody, but they can't. It looks like they're trying to reach you, but you keep ascending, trying to heal. Social collective, trust this. Date, this online shit. It says cut down, cut out, separate, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Wowzers. Heartbroken. Closed off. God dang, so this what? Lord have mercy, man. What are you saying? Let me get these damn tarot cards out. These right here. Okay, is this a good thing that this person is watching collective? Partying. Someone's just wanting to have a brief encounter, like they're obsessed sexually or lustfully or something. Some kind of ship has sailed. Cutting ties. It says receive what you need, though. And it says interested in you, blooming romance. You may perceive them as like a... I don't know. I don't want the past. Okay, that's me. Okay, think about it. It says old school. Something about replaying events over in your head. What does the partying have to do with this, someone being interested? Like, this is just going to be like some kind of chance. Two ships passing one another. I'm not interested in partying. It says blowing a kiss. Something is... Look, this is something that fits together. The runner and the chaser are about to find each other. It says they've been separated. They were separated due to shadow work. They're going to become the phoenix. That's what it's saying. Passion. Look, the runner and the chaser have they're about to be connected. Through some kind of determination. Mirroring. Introspection. It says the girl with the snake, charmed or used, enabled in boundaries. And pictures. Somebody remembering you, you help somebody heal. Through love. Like giving and receiving unconditional love. There was no, man, look what's on the bottom of this motherfucker. there was no kind of stipulations on the love that you give to this person. You might not have had any kind of sexual relationship with them, but you might have did. But if they called you right now and you ain't heard from them forever, you'd be right there to help them or whatever, or give them, just a listening ear or whatever it is. They know it. And you help them see something about themselves. It says the clock and the hammer. Somebody wants to rebuild something that they is this collective's. Look, it says paradise engagement ring. And it says still upset, self-absorbed, not willing to take a risk. Replaying it. So, okay, why are you fucking even telling us about this? If collectives let this shit go, why the fuck you keep bringing it back up? That's what... I'm just... Okay, 9 and 6, okay? Okay, this is what I'm saying. If these motherfucking cards is talking about somebody from your past, obsessed with you, watching you, but you released your past, you done broke your past, you done said, fuck that, I'm going forward. Okay? Why keep reminding us of somebody in the past, what they fucking did? Like, who gives a flying fuck? It doesn't have anything to do with me anymore. I'm moving ahead. Because he keeps saying that that's what you're going to do anyway. Going to remind us that this motherfucker betrayed us. And then tell us we're going to walk away from him. There's some kind of abundance within it, though. I mean, but god dang, is that strings attached? Is that some kind of devilish attempt for temptation? What is it? I mean, if it ain't already fucking here, then why keep reminding us of it? Because it's something from the past that is supposedly coming back to give you some type of recognition. But god dog, I'm just saying, y'all, take what resonates. There's no coincidences. Y'all take what resonates, because that shit right there is irritating the piss out of me. That spirit would keep reminding us that this past ain't finished yet, but wants to give us advice to just let it go. Don't think about it. I fuck. What? Somebody's obsessed with you. And you have no idea, looking for some kind of helping hand, and this motherfucker's obsessed with you and won't reach out. That shit don't fucking make sense either. Nine of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So you right in somebody's face, asking, I mean, right there, and they're stuck. Why on earth would you want... Okay. I wish I could go out and party and, I don't know, shoot some pool, sing some karaoke, hang out with some folks, but I'm not a drinker. So why would I wouldn't be trying to meet nobody in a damn club that drinks. That's craziness. But I like to go out and shoot pool and just be out and about. Look, going out and shoot pool. Maybe I could find a pool hall. I don't know. What the fuck am I even talking about with pool and... Dog if that don't look like like somebody with a pool stick, though, don't it? Take what resonates. Look. Gambling. Oh, woo, where was London? What the fuck was the name of that fucking movie? Tom Cruise and Paul Newman. The Pool Sharks. I forgot what the name of that movie was. It's good as fuck though. Tom Cruise played a damn good part in that movie. In fact, there's somebody stepping up to the plate, y'all. I'm telling you, rising up, stepping up. Alright, what you want to tell me? It's one of them daydreamy days, y'all. It's not, the sun ain't beaming, but it's not raining, but it's like, I don't know. Y'all know them days, them daydreamy ones where you can't hardly look up at the trees or nothing. You're all like, look at this. Somebody is stepping up to the plate. Let's read what it says. It says, your decisions will have lasting effects. If you've endured wrongdoings, this card may mean that relief is incoming. However, if you're... God, dog. These are hard to read. However, if you've caused pain, take this as a warning. An upright justice may also mean that you need to learn the truth about yourself or others, and perhaps some attention is needed for an important decision. God dang, that shit's small as fuck trying to read that little shit. Some kind of justice is coming in. So that, to me, when I see this, it tells me that there was a betrayal. There was something hidden behind the curtain. It looks like someone was trying to hold back their emotions. You see all that blue behind that red curtain? But someone couldn't hold back. Someone couldn't keep it held back. Someone couldn't keep it hidden anymore. Look. Like someone's trying to hold back their emotions. Hey, how are you doing? Being defensive and moody. Is that you, collective? Is that collective? It says the Page of Swords in reverse. Bad information. The Hierophant. Trusting someone was naive. Someone was naive about some kind of gossip or rumors or something to that effect. And now you've put up a guard. Telling you, now you've put up some kind of guard that you don't trust no fucking body. Even the one that might be there to help you, because you've put up a guard. You're being asked that you need to drop that guard. Trust in the Lord. Because you're just looking around going, fuck humans. These motherfuckers are untrustworthy. God's asking you to trust him. I'm telling you. Use it some kind of, see it from a higher perspective. The Phoenix. It says the Eight of Cups, a higher perspective. Walking away from some kind of disappointment. And don't let your emotions get in the way. You're being told, look, this Empress is going for her abundance. You're being told to walk away from something, but you're on the right path. You're being told to walk away from some kind of attachment, some kind of something that you thought that it should be. Man, I ain't attached to none of this shit. Just give me a fucking vehicle. I'll be more than glad to walk away. Trust me on that. The Empress is about to be celebrated for your diligence. Looks like you're going to get some kind of crown to the kingdom. For your... They're saying you got to open up. You have to open up to some kind of partnership. The Two of Cups. I don't see them. I don't see no fucking partner. I see me and them. I don't see no partners around me. Can collective see the partner? They're hiding. They're hiding in the backgrounds or something, watching. Is that person about to take off the mask? God, dog, I just seen Elon Musk. What the fuck? Challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintaining control, holding your own, standing up for yourself. You know, it's tough being a strong one. It's tough being a strong one because everybody says, well, I'll help the weak one over here. That strong one can take care of itself. That's been the story of your life, ain't it? But you need to let go of that. That's a compliment. Something you're betraying. Okay. God almighty, slow the fuck down. You're betraying yourself by your own thoughts. Collective betraying their... Well, that shit. Collective betraying themselves by their own thought. Look, it says judgment. Look at this, what fell to the ground. Overthinking something. Because you can manifest things to come into your life by your thoughts. How you think those AIs know that frequency. When you think it, you want spaghetti and all of a sudden you see fucking 10 million fucking Ragu commercials or some shit. Or Olive Garden or some shit. You just think it. And that should be popping up everywhere. Same thing, you manifest things with your thoughts. You may be speaking something on the outside, but feeling some other type of way and thinking some other type of way on the inside. Blocking yourself off. That's what it's trying to say. Yeah, and you can't, and free will can't interrupt destiny, can it? So you tell me, how much free will do we have? Because either way, God's going to make us be to where he wanted us to be in the first fucking place, right? Thank you so much for that. I want to tell you that kind of shit. I'm just telling you. How much free will you really think you got if God's in control of everything? If he wants, if it's your purpose to fulfill prophecy, guess what? It don't matter what choices you make, left or right, man. You're going to end up fulfilling prophecy like God wants you to. The free will choice, that we're given is to entrust in God or don't. That's our free will. We have that choice. It's not really our choice what decision to make that we're going to make. I'm telling you. That's an illusion. Our free will is either to trust in God or don't. That's what our free will is. Because He's already got a destined path laid out. We think that we're making these choices. But if He's putting these, I wouldn't call them obstacles, I'd call them more detours or challenges or what in our path to lead us to make this other choice and to lead us to make this other choice. How free is our will? Sometimes I think about that for like, I ponder it. I'll tell you that. I ponder it. I ponder that shit right there. How free is our free will? We have a choice. We can follow God or not. That's about as free as our decision gets. That's about as free as it gets. But He does also give us the free will that we can not follow Him all the way up to our last breath. Which that don't make no sense whatsoever. And then we can call on God and He'll save us. Take what resonates. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you how it works. You think how, okay, raise your hand. If you really think that your free will can change the destiny that God has laid out before your life. Good or bad. Right, we can't even make ourselves. Man, it is fate, okay? It all, I don't think that we can even stop it if we was trying to. Whatever this is that God has already laid out. Because God created the bad people too. He created all that too. You gotta realize that. And some of that don't have no free will. Because an angel don't got no free will. But although a third of them jokers decided that they was going to follow and that. And then the watchers decided that they was going to be retards and do what they did. So, did they get free will? Did the angels have free will? Is there another type of written testimony to when He created the angels and their little backstory, their little book? Is there one of those? Like in somewhere that's written about every angel when it was created and so on and so forth. Because apparently there's a book written about every single one of us when we was created and so on and so forth, and everything in our lives and the people, our parents that we chose and kid we chose to have, and all that stuff's written somewhere in a book. So is the backstory, was angels ever babies? Were they little babies? Did they grow into becoming, or did He create them to be the greatest and then lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser? And these are stories, boy. Me and Jesus gonna have a big old, sit down when I get up there. I'll be like, so He just popped up the angels and just they were supposed to just be of service, but they rebelled. Like, how does that work? Because he created them. But I guess it works, I don't know, the same way as you created your child, kind of, didn't you? Like, you kind of created your child in a lesser sense. And that child rebels on you. I, when you sit and think about it, I ponder things, y'all. I just ponder things. Anybody got anything to say about it? I mean, I'm pretty. This probably the shit drove my mama crazy. This kind of shit right here. This stuff I ponder. Because I ponder things. I'm trying to figure out how and fuck all that shit in Antarctica is just melting after thousands and thousands of years. But the government ain't doing it to it. Because that shit been there for thousands of years. What's wrong with my sun? The sun is not the same. It is not. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. The sun ain't the same as it was when I was in the 80s. In 1980s. The sun was different. We used to put baby oil on our asses to get our fucking suntans and shit. You do that shit today, boy, you be baked like in a microwave. It's crazy. Rub ourselves with butter. Cookies. Why is the sun so intense now that it wasn't like that then? It's judgment time, that's for damn sure. They have a certain amount of time. Time is pretty illusional because it's made by man. So, I mean, I'm not sure. No one knows the day and the hour. They keep saying, look, they popping out these signs, though. Oh, Steven Spielberg, that motherfucker, Lord have mercy on him. I mean, Drew Barrymore, anyway. He gonna come out of hiding after fucking 10,000 years and make a movie called Disclosure Day right here at the World Cup. Now, the World Cup, all the world coming together for that. 4th of July is right here upon us. Man, I don't trust 4th of July worth shit. I don't trust the 4th of July. That's all fucking fake and illusion too. Why on earth would a bunch of people that's been in war and shit, why would they want to hear a bunch of explosions and fireworks and shit to be celebrated? Make it make sense. Because that fucking shit don't make a damn bit of sense at all. None. And what is a firework to begin with? Is it some kind of, they was trying to make something to fool the enemy into believing that there was bombs going off? Like, what exactly is a fucking firework? Now, I'm in Atlanta too. Well, I'm not in Atlanta, but I'm in Georgia. I'm right up the road from Atlanta. But for some reason, God is keeping me out from being in society while all this is going on. Because I be traveling and shit. And for some reason, God's got me stopped and stuck to keep me from being out there. Because I would be. I know myself and y'all know me too. I'd be my ass would be out there driving all in it going, what's going on? Oh, it's the World Cup. No shit. Because I'd be out there doing it. I'd be out there just traveling along. Come across the damn. Look, there's something to do. Did y'all hear about the The Iranians, no offense to anybody, but they have to, they, in their World Cup little doohickey, their little group, they have to go to Mexico. They're not allowed to be here in America. Now, these are superstars of their sport, correct? Soccer. Superstars. And they can't be trusted to be in America. They have to go to Mexico. And as soon as the whatever tournament or game that they're playing here is over in Atlanta or whatever, then they got to go straight back to Mexico. Like, no hesitation. They might even not even get to take showers and have to go. And that was a stipulation in order for them to be able to play in the World Cup. That's insanity. Y'all go look that up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all about shit. Ain't no reason for it. Yeah, it's really hard to find like-minded individuals. But I be pondering shit. I tell you now, I be pondering it. Look, it says something about a death, some kind of end of a cycle. All right, what is it? What is the outcome of this? What does collective need to know? It looks like collective's gonna accept something and move on. That's what it looks like to me. So tell me, 3 cards. It says 7 of Pentacles, long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, investment, sustainable results, foresight, and forethought. Not foresight, forethought, and rewards. Dog, if I want to try to read that shit's hard as fuck to read. Little bitty ass fucking letters. You understand the value of hard work and investing towards long-term goals. You're not interested in quick wins. Amen. I earn what I get, and people motherfucking keep stealing it. I earn what I get, and they just keep taking it. It's bullshit. The 7 of Pentacles is telling you to look at the bigger picture. I just said it. You may be frustrated, yeah, that some things are taking too long to come to fruition. Your efforts will not go unrewarded, but you must remain patient. Remain patient. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take that as it resonates. I see that as getting grounded. Getting grounded for some kind of sudden upheaval. This is the results. This is the outcome, y'all. Take what resonates. 1414. Massive groundbreaking. Okay, so it's groundbreaking. Okay, change is happening now or very soon. Massive groundbreaking change is happening now or very soon. Massive groundbreaking. It could be a huge earthquake. Oh, what the fuck? I just saw a squirrel take a huge leap off the ground. Like it jumped off the ground real high, about a foot off the ground. Then it climbed up the tree. It says, change this large can often strike fear, but real growth often happens outside of your comfort zone. So outside of my comfort zone is being in a big old fucking crowd. So I might need to go be in a big old crowd, because that's outside my comfort zone. I don't care for it. Tell me what? What's the outcome? It says serendipity. It says some kind of meditation, and being bored is bringing in some kind of like reevaluating some kind of painful feelings. Lick your wounds, man. Get over it. That's what it say. Lick your wounds. Get over it. A difficult decision. It says choices. Everybody got choices. Somebody's trying to avoid some kind of stagnated energy, but it's keeping them stagnated. Kind of bust out. Do something that you may think is scary. But it's probably not as scary as you think it is. You got what it takes to. Courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. You got what it takes to take a leap on yourself. What is earthquake? What are you talking about? Something about an earthquake. Put away old ways of thinking. That was childish toys and ways of thinking. Love yourself more. Look, you're divinely loved, that's for sure. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're not interested. I'm telling you, you're just not. This is not what you're focusing on. Even though you're looking at it, you're not interested. And then something's going to clearly come out of the blue. It's going to rock your world and you're going to be interested. Because you get offers and you're just like, meh, eh. And then you're real kind and you're like, no, I'm celibate. Because you're not, you're looking for somebody that's going to feel like a friend and a passion. I'm telling you, it's like you're not willing to settle. Something's groundbreaking. What's groundbreaking? It says, from the Five of Cups, acceptance, a loss to a brand new beginning. Shifting your point of view. See, shifting something into view, letting go of what you thought was going to be, and it didn't turn out that way. But somebody took something in the past that was supposed to be shared. But does Collective give a fuck? I don't know. It's just the Emperor. If you give a fuck, Collective, it says the Emperor is losing his head, being haunted, because you don't give no fucks no more. You let go of something. It says the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Feeling some kind of guilt over the Nine of Swords, and looking to the future. Looks like they're coming. Looks like this Emperor's coming towards this water sign. So take that as it resonates. It could be a father figure coming back to feel, because they could have helped you out. They could have put you in some to college or something, or some bullshit like that, and waited forever. Look. They waited forever to give you this. There's that again. Telling you, somebody waited. They could have helped you a long time ago when you was young, but they was greedy. It looks like the King of Wands. Look, deception about some kind of fucking divine money that belongs to Collective, and Collective's been struggling, but the struggle has built strength and endurance. Okay? So be grateful for the struggle. Like I said, y'all, this is some kind of determined path that already has been determined, and you have the gall to walk it. Knowing what it is. Like being fully aware of the path that you're walking that's from God, that's leading up to something. I don't even know why you have any doubt at all, because you already know something. You already know something. You've already always known it. That you're leading up to some kind of abundance. Some type of... Okay, raise your hand. You always been the different one. You've always known somehow or another that something's just going to change and work out and fix somehow. And at the end of it all, you're going to be sitting pretty because you're a child of God. A lot of times that doubt is something you sit and overthink. That's what the devil's trying to do, make you overthink something, because he can't get in there except for through your head. He's trying to make you run from shit. It's collective running from anything. It says you're juggling something, life's ups and downs, taking the hits, moving with it, being adaptable. We're about to get some kind of news. You're using your time wisely, though. You're okay, I keep hearing something about film or camera or something to that effect. Somebody watching collective. Look, maybe watching your money, watching your growth. Look at that. It says self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity. Okay, this is something that you've done in the past. You helped somebody in the past with you didn't have much, but you helped somebody. It says the Tower, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. You kept somebody from going to jail. It says the Two of Cups and the Lovers after the Eight of Swords. A friend? Okay, you gave somebody some spiritual advice that was legal advice as well. Do you understand? Like, you may have read somebody's cards or some shit like that and gave them some kind of insight, or you just gave them, like, you gave them a few options that you could see because you was an outside source, and they followed that. I'm telling you, you helped somebody in the past. They want to return the favor. Coming back. It says the Six of Cups and the Eight of Wands. The Three of Pentacles. You helped somebody in the past, they want to return the favor, man. What's behind the Three of Pentacles? The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You gave somebody some sound advice. No matter which way you look at it. This could be a spy. You gave them some sound advice. They followed that lead, and it led to fruition. This person's a secret admirer. Wanting you to stay somewhere until they're ready. But that's not right. They want you to stay somewhere and rest until they're ready to come in and talk to you. Do y'all see that being fair? It says the Ace of Swords in reverse. Confusion. I swear it does. It says some kind of chaos, brutality, frustration, judgment, inner clarity, clouded judgment. Judgment's right behind it. Clouded judgment. Something's going to be cleared up very soon. Clouded judgment and judgment. Right behind it. With the Six of Pentacles. You're going to understand everything once it's all been exposed. The Empress. Behind the Moon card. It says, about to go play pool. The Empress is about to go play pool. Don't take any risk. Don't take any financial risk at this time, is what it says. To keep whatever investments that you've invested in, to keep those squared away, but don't put any kind of more investments in anything right now, as far as financially. Invest in your faith right now. There it is again. The golden ratio, y'all. That very middle center point is chi, that's pi. It says you're managing projects and time well, and finding that you're navigating through your responsibilities with careful, plotted ease. You are certainly busy, however, so be sure to take the time to breathe and keep a tidy schedule to avoid losing your balance. Telling you just to maintain. I told you, maintain self 555. Y'all take that as it resonates. Something about a film. Why are you talking about a film? Camera, photograph, photos. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. So somebody may have pictures of you as a child, or I'll take that as it resonates. Y'all know that I don't just do things. When I do it, that's something coincidental, and I don't believe in coincidences. So it's some kind of message to somebody. Message, something about photographs, or old film, old school film, outdated VCR maybe. Alright, take that as it resonates. Let's see what the letters got to say, y'all. Thank you for the rubies. If y'all want to donate, all that stuff's down in the description. I want to thank y'all for joining and all of that. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell notification. And, man, that show is a lot. I'm about to dump out half of these. No, I ain't. I want to let y'all have them. Y'all was like, no, it's not coincidence that you pulled them out. Y'all, remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is all allegedly. This is just spirit talking to y'all. And if it resonates with you, y'all let me know, okay? I'm telling you, because I don't have no idea half the time what's going to come out. A lot of shit's going on, man, right at this moment in the world. That it's easing up real fast. Like, but what can we do about it? It's our destined path. What if you was one of the 2 witnesses to get your head chopped off and bled out in the street and left there for 3 days? What if it's you? Whole world to see and watch and look, and no one will remove the body. What if that's you? And all this stuff that you've been doing throughout all your life has just been you've just been enjoying yourself because your purpose is that. Think about that. But you should have just been enjoying yourself and not worrying and not putting all that stress on yourself, because you're leading up to your purpose. Like it's to be your head chopped off for being a Christian and believing in God. And they're going to chop your head off in the street. Two witnesses. But that's, everybody seems to think that it's Elijah and Moses maybe. But who knows? Who knows them 2 witnesses that are going to be witnessing, and they're going to get their heads chopped off and they're going to bleed out in the street, and the whole world's going to watch it and see it and look at it and watch it and see it for 3 days. No one will remove the bodies out of fear that they're going to get their head chopped off too. I'm just saying, like, what if that's your purpose? And all this time you've been fretting and stressing over fucking what you're going to eat tonight. Okay? I'm just saying, think about it for a second. The bigger picture. have fun, live, love God, do your best. If there's something in your path that's not serving the path, or it is hindering yours, then remove it or go around it. It says your song. What am I seeing? 15. The day after Valentine's. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sun out. Yeah, the sun is out now. Yeah. Soon. The sun is out now. To Jackson, hunt owls. The fuck? Don't be hunting no fucking owl. Bow hunting. Don't ask me. I'm just putting it in here, what it's saying, okay? Huge. That's huge. So somebody is on some type of possibly like TLC, some kind of TV show or something for bow hunting. Maybe YouTube. YouTube. Jackson. Somebody's on the way to Jackson for some kind of whatever that means. I guess some kind of bet. You bet. You bet. Like, yep, they're on their way to Jackson to kill owls. Wow. Something about the West. Hunt. West hunts. Yeah, he does. What about it? Laugh out. Below. Belong. Sun. Act out. Sun act out. Something about house. A gun. Buy a gun. Longs to act. Longs to act. They left. They left you what? A house. I thought there was an F. Long. Soon. Ashley. Because somebody's got sick. You loaned somebody some money. They needed it. And they never paid you back. You had expectations on them. Not house. To house. To own. Townhouse. A townhouse. It says gown for some reason. Bucky. Just There's something about clout. Chase. Chase. Whole. Whole town. Chase whole town. Somebody got lucky. Somebody chased the whole town. Lucky one. Only the lucky ones really get to know. Only the lucky ones. Only the lucky ones get lucky. Lucky ones has a house just gone. Gone. Sun gone. Something about solo or soul. Solo. Gone solo. It said Bucky. I don't trust nobody. Just trying to say. So I watched a movie the other day called Scouts. It's about these like teenage boys. It was a horror flick, but it was funny. I just have to say it was funny. It was goofy. It says laugh. It says law. Something about law and effect. What laws? Whose laws? Bucky. Gun laws. On out. Take what resonates on that. John. Someone has a gun on them. There's laws. A chase. Closed case. Closes. Case closes. Hung. Hung out. Hang out. Hung out. Can you hang out? Take what resonates on that. Very interesting. Loses clout. Somebody lost clout. County. County. Laughs. Laugh. Loses blue. Loses blue now. Now one. Wow. Soon. Soon one. Something about a gun law. Somebody's fixing to get some kind of... They sued them. They sued somebody. Tough county. But still, they won. Tough act to be... It says buy houses, buy you house. You buy house. It says stolen, stole. Joey stole Hugh lost. Someone bet or gambled away something. It says, you lucky. Look. Somebody lost some kind of deed or something. Something may be getting taken because of some kind of stolen guns. Because it says stolen guns. Look. They saw the guns. Closet. Something about stolen guns. So close. But any huge John Ugh. Who and why and how and knows. Someone knows. Who knows any? It says Jack. This says Jean. It says Jane. Something clean house. So they clean house. But you know who. I don't know. We got Joy out here and Shy. So Joy, so Shy. Josh. Blue is out there. Blue. Blunt. Yeah. Okay. It says blunt out there. It says show me. Or show you. There's no M. Show you. So show you. Jean. Lucky. Something about. What? Okay, we got somebody caught. Somebody caught. Caught. Jen. Somebody named Jen. Something's going on in New Jersey and New York. New York City and New Jersey. Bought. Something. School bus? Oh, hell yeah, I'll take a school bus. Bought you a school bus. Or something like that. Take that as it resonates. Nick. Joey. School bus. Young. Owls. Teaching something. What, at school? You want collective to be a teacher? You back. To teach something, I'm telling you. Somebody wants you to teach. Teach schools. Young owls. At some kind of South Carolina beach. Take that as it resonates, man. That's what it's showing me. Each one knows how you teach. Like, they know how you teach. They know you already somehow. Watching. Because they watch. Be watch. Uncle. June, uncle, and aunt. Aunt and uncle be watching you. So somebody's watching you. Something is haunting the aunt. Haunts us. The aunt and uncle. Lose. It says jungle. Watch. Bunch. Choose. Chosen. Chosen aunt. You're chosen. It says you chosen one. The aunt and uncle's been watching you. Something got ugly. Something got ugly. Losing. Watch. Huh. Catch you. Glasses. Seeing something clear. It says June. Looks like it's trying to say chocolate, so some kind of temptation. How chocolate, bunk, junk, begs, guess. Boy, guess, chocolate, gets chocolate. Whatever that means. We got yes and no out here. Own clown. Just a bunch of clowns. We got slate. We got cleats and late. Tails. Tails grow taller on down the line. Somebody's guts is overcoming something. Look, they sold something. It says boat. It says a boat. We got goat out here too. Sold a boat. I don't know what the chocolate puppies, what? Chocolate kitties, chocolate cows. What in the world? If that makes any sense to y'all. Hustle chocolate cows. Clowns. Bust us. Something on a school bus. Okay. Y'all look at it now. See what it says. Stolen guns. Stolen guns. House. Bust house. Stolen guns. Got a boat. Stole guns. Got a boat. What the chocolate is. Chocolate what? What the fuck? Chocolate holes. Chocolate bugs. Bustles. Some kind of hustle. Get you out. It says something about the castle. Get you out. Get you out of some kind of castle. Be you. Stacey. Stacy Stacy both ways. Cox. Let's say your name. Lost. Log house. John Snuck. I don't know. Somebody sneaky. John Boy. John Boy is sneaky. Shut the fuck up and say John Boy out here. There's somebody gonna get caught though doing whatever this is. John Boy. Lock you out. Somebody locked you out. Cast. Ask. Ask now. Tony. Clues. Some kind of guess. Not you. It says it's not you. Chase. Angels. Or angles. John Boy want toes. John Boy says won't touch angels. Won't touch angels. Says won't. Tell you what resonates on that. Tangle. That is crazy. It even says that shit. Plain out there though, ain't it? It says ouch. Each angel has a huge. Each angel has a huge touch. We got changes. Changes out. What is it? Lust? Why are we leaving John Boy up there? Changes you. Both changes you. Good angels and bad angels. Both you changes. Okay. It says couch. Joey Couch is out here. What? That's funny. Childhood friend. Something about stages. Stages. Chocolate. I don't know. Ounce. Whole ounce. Boast. Boast away. It says Lance. It says a glance. Glances at you. Something is haunting them. Somebody who glanced at you. Says aunt and uncle out here big time. Both boys can go. Both boys can go out once they know how. Take that as it resonates. Both boys can go out once they know how. It says Nancy, Johnny, Nancy and Johnny. Houses. I don't know. Somebody rebuild houses or something. Haunted houses. It keeps saying haunt houses. Haunted houses. Nancy house. Shit. Somebody's blue blouse. Blue blouse on the new blouse. New house. Chances. Chases us. Use glue. Okay, about nonsense. About nonsense. Or some kind of senses. Enhance. Stage enhance. I don't know. Says somebody thinks they're ugly. Oliver did. Oliver. Nonsense. What the fuck? About to honor. There's no R. Choose you. Chose. Chosen. You chosen. Since youth. This is since youth. Best. Guilt. There's no I. ABCs. You chosen one. Neo. Okay, blase. Let me put this up for a second. Caught then. They caught. Use. Choices. There's no I. Stolen guns. Somebody was caught using a stolen gun. A bunch of them. We got Goose out here. Ask angels. Okay, let's ask the angels. What do you want to tell us, angels? Angel therapy. What do you want to tell us, angels? We're asking. Ask who can. Does it say rescue? Ask who can. There was an R out here, wasn't there? Because you can. Ben. Usually. Because usually. Total. Something about a school bus. Chat on school bus. angels. This is what they give me. Lord. Lose any guilt or any kind of attachment to that. Your children are grown, okay? The divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Looks like somebody's about to get an inheritance from a mother or father. It says shield yourself. It says protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Archangel Michael will give you a cocoon of healing light. It's golden. Okay, you can ask Michael specifically. Archangel Michael, wrap me in a cocoon of golden healing light. Wrap my car in a cocoon of golden healing light. Something about golden, y'all. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, or energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. Clear yourself. That's what you've been doing. That's why you've been stuck alone, dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with. You gotta ask the angels. It says past life issues and release those. You're breaking some kind of karmic debt. It says the situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you to remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. I told you Michael was in here. Telling you to call on him to give you like the protection, that shield that you need. Alright, what else does collective need to know? Who chose you? He chose you. He chooses you. It says all of that. He chose you. Because you can be joy. A scout, Boy Scout. It says Boy Scouts out here. Boy Scouts. Somebody's an example, an active example for others around them, because you can show us how to use our wisdom, law, cause, some kind of colt, a gun. It says colt out here too. Chaos. Chaos. Now, you might have left somewhere. It says book. Telling you to book. Book away, book away. It says book away. Something about going back to school. Back to school. Integrity. Start all over. At page 1. It says align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. One chance, it says. One chance. One chance. This is something about let go. Something about a job. Book. Changes. One chance. Was antsy. Somebody was anxiety. Somebody was having anxiety. They think they lost their chance to notes. Change notes. Change tune. Someone changing their tune. Is somebody seeing some kind of a covenant or something getting busted? Someone's about to change their tune. It says, okay. There's a whale out here. Shane can change how out. I guess somebody's going to change out the outcome by doing the right thing, because it's showing somebody's going to do the right thing. It said something about a coast boat on the coast. West, east, south. No way to go but up now. Some kind of big changes in the new beginning for some kind of couple. 512, take that as it resonates. If you get nervous, focus on service. So it's telling you, okay, how can I make a world a better place? It's saying teach something. Teach us how not to be ugly. Consult somebody. Teach us how not to be ugly. Consult you. Wages. Both who know what to use, consult you. Take what resonates, man. It says, put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. How can I make the world a better place? Let's change the don't say outcome. Let's change the whole. Let's change the whole consult. Something about it. Colts. Constant. No. Consent. I don't know. Gets by you. No one can stay blessed or bless. No one can stay blessed constantly. Take that as it resonates. Lay by legs, club. Continue says. West says, guess what? Guess why? Guess what? Wants you to obey. So somebody wants you to obey. It says July, by July. Some kind of some kind of connection. both connect. Whoops. By July. Connect. Has he saw something about a hug. I don't know, saw you alone. Someone saw you alone. Someone saw you was alone. Just stay. Oh no, we got the globe out here. Huge globe. Cash. Just cash. Why cash? Globe. One now. Con. Well, there you go. Somebody won some money conning. There. Axe. Shy. Be shy. What act? Long. Belong. Belong to act. Contact. God, dog, there's a lot of shit going on in here. Oh, there's only one T. Laugh. We laugh at the show. We laugh at the shows how some kind of comedy act, apparently. Something enact. Okay, I've got to stop. I gotta stop for a minute. Something about glow. A glow. It says clowns. Act like clowns. Look at clowns. Look at clowns. School. Clown school. Look at clown school. That gave me a weird feeling. Boy Scouts. Count. Boys. The ones chosen to go. And it says gone. Gone. Take that as it resonates. All that shit's out there. Something about boys' school. Calls. Lost boys. Okay, that's a reference to vampires. The laws count. We got holy chosen, holy ones. Angels is out here too. Can be a lot to count on. Says they can be a lot to count on. I guess you can count on them. Chat. Chase. Schoolhouse. Clown school. Lost boys. Boy Scouts. All that's out here because they was too Act. Something's haunted. Haunts us, aunt and uncle. Caught. Caught the. Caught the boys. Snow. Sailboat. No, like a sail in a boat, like S-A-L-E, not, there's no I. It says style. Style. We style. Show. Sean. Shane. Shay. Shaylin. Walk. Walk by. Walk by. See. Saw. It says walk by. House. Walk by. Scene. Walk by the scene. Walk by house. Tough. Caught. Caught. We got Jesus out here. J-E-S-U-S. I love it. It says, walk by Jesus. He showed me, didn't he? That's crazy. Let's leave it on that, man. Something about the keys. Look. Walk by Jesus. It says, can't look now. Can't look now. Stay. Stay close. When you can be using, you can be haunted, I don't know. Both use Jesus. Take that as it resonates. It says chosen. Whoever these two are. They're keys, like on the Hierophant card. There's two keys, but there's more than two keys. This is knock. You knock you out. This is lucky you. Are you lucky by chance? By chance? You lucky? Well, we got a clock and a cloak. We got a clock and a cloak out here. It says begs, begs, bless, bless you, bless you. It says that out here too. So somebody may sneeze. Something about the web, globe, the web, net sales can be costly, but you can sell any sell out. Net cost can be costly. It says something about a clause. Clauses. Closet. Lake house. Black. Black blouse. Black house. That crooked cop's name's out here. Tino. It says last clue. Last clue can close it. Close out case. Take out what resonates. Y'all want to take a picture of the letters before I put them in here? Go back to school. Lost by it says shook. Shook. It says cook. Jess. Jess. Now can say something about busting somebody. Now they can bust. Now they can bust. Something about you gone. Take what resonates is black and bleak. Black house, bleak house. Ugly. I'll take those words as they resonate. Y'all take it as it all resonates because there's a lot. It says Dean. No, there was no D. It says Jean, Jane, Jen, John, Sean, Shane. Clean house. It says clean house. It says bust house. Black, bleak house. If y'all see something else in there, make sure you put it down in the comments so everybody can resonate with it. Hit that bell notification. Alright, y'all. This has been a fantastic reading, I gotta say. Seems to me like the past ain't got nothing but bullshit to say, but they gotta give you something, so they're like lingering, like it's like stagnated energy. So just let go of the expectations of that. I don't give a damn. I just want it to be released. I want to be released from all that shit. Let me move forward, because I know I can make it. These motherfuckers just quit fucking attacking me. It's ridiculous. I know I can do it. I just know I can. And here I am still alive for some kind of reason or another. You understand? They gotta quit. I'm trying to figure out where to get my niche in my ley lines and shit. What? This box says rewards on it. I just now seen that. Rewards. The journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Just hold on. Amen to that. That's all you really, you ain't got no other choice. You're on God's destined path. You ain't got no choice but just to hold on. He's going to protect you through it, whether you think so or not. He's going to protect you through it so you can do that destined thing, that whatever it is he wants you to do. Take that as it resonates. And enjoy the journey as best you can. Whatever situation you find yourself in, God's put you in that situation to find something, to either to release something that no longer serves you, or to find something within yourself that's going to be the answer to whatever it is that you're seeking. Because he lives within you. So when you talk to God, he's giving you the answers. Okay? Take it as it resonates. It says, a boy is healed. Luke 9:37. Now it happened on the next day, when they had come down from the mountain, that a great multitude met him. Suddenly a man from the multitude cried out, saying, Teacher, I implore you, look on my son, for he is my only child. And behold, a spirit seized him, and he suddenly cries out. It convulses him so that he foams at the mouth, and it departs from him with great difficulty, bruising him. So I implore your disciples to cast it out, but they could not. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you and bear with you? Bring your son here. And as he was still coming, the demon threw him down and convulsed him. Then Jesus rebuked the unclean spirit, healed the child, and gave him back to his father. Now, my question, I just have a question, okay? Now I ponder things. Did anybody ever go back and check and see if that child ever had another unclean spirit that was causing him to convulse and stuff called epilepsy? I don't know. No one, it never says anything about it. Should have a follow-up on in there somewhere. Like, we went back to check on the boy with the unclean spirit that made him convulse and bruised him. Yeah, we've checked on him, and he does it all the time. It's like epilepsy. I don't know, y'all. Take that as it resonates. Ponder things. Why didn't they do a follow-up on that boy? See if he still does that. Because that's like saying in that midst of that this boy keeps having convulsions. The father carries him out. He starts having another convulsion. Jesus picks him up. But why is the generation perverse for believing in Jesus to get the demon out? He said, I even asked your disciples to cast out the demon. They couldn't. I just be pondering and asking the questions that need to be asked. Doesn't that sound like epilepsy? Doesn't it sound like the boy had epilepsy? So he never had epilepsy again? Well, I'm sure if Jesus touched him, he probably never had nothing again. He's probably healthy as fuck. Probably lived to be 600, 700 years old. Probably died on some kind of crazy shit like falling off the side of a mountain or something. But that's my question, though. Don't I have the right to ask that question? I want to know. All it says is that one little tiny right there. I guess we need to go hunt down Luke. Say, yo, Luke, did y'all ever go check on the boy that Jesus healed from the convulsions? So would that be a natural disease? I would say so. I don't know, that little thing right there. Maybe Luke wasn't paying attention as good as he should have been or something. I don't know. That's I ponder. I ponder things. What do y'all think? Tell me what your opinion is. Leave it down in the comments. What do y'all think about that? What did that sound like to y'all? What kind of episode did that sound like that boy was having? And the father was overreacting. And Jesus was like, you perverse generation. Okay, bring the boy here. And that's another thing. I mean, would Jesus say, bring the boy here? Or would he go to the boy that's convulsing? That's another thing that I ponder. He had them bring them to him more often than not. I mean, do you go to the place that it is, or do you let it come to you? But see, that sounds like, okay, the boy, okay, Luke 9:37. Y'all remember that? Holy crap, I hit the fucking thing. Okay, y'all remember that. Luke 9:37. That is the boy. Okay, about the boy who Jesus saves. Okay. Because, I mean, that's awful. Sounds like epilepsy or something, some type of epileptic seizure. Okay, and I ponder the fact that, okay, you can do your works or what have you. Look, it just could be just a natural thing that's taking place, and you don't have any. I can tell you, I had a Dachshund when I was a kid. It was named Spanky, and he was inbred, so he had epileptic seizures. And I can tell you that we would put him in the bathtub and let him like just have it, and kind of like splash a little water on him and let him kind of like just do whatever it is that he does. Sometimes we would get him out and he would go into having another one. But most of the time, once we kind of snapped him out of it, he would be okay for a little while. But he had them often, and let me tell you, I prayed. I prayed with the faith of the saints about that dog when I was a kid. Okay, that was my dog. Was my dog anyway, and I prayed with the faith of the saints. Boy, I take off my any kind of jewelry that might have been given to me. I'd be like, I surrender, please, Lord. Don't let nothing happen to my dog. I mean, the whole nine, okay? And he still had them. He still had seizures all the way up until his death. But he stayed alive. Maybe my prayers kept him alive. He stayed alive 18 years. It's broke down right now, and I was traveling. I was living in an apartment. I moved out of that apartment and was traveling in the car. The transmission went out in the car. And now I'm seeking some type of way to find another vehicle or something. Wasn't expecting it to do that. But that's why. Did I answer your question? I'm not poor. I have money. I just need the find the right thing to get it done. I tried to get this fixed, and it kept being a. I'm tired of this Jeep so bad. God, maybe it's what's carrying the whatever the curse or something. Nah, cause maybe. Damn, maybe somebody might have died in this some bitch. Cause I didn't know about the details of it till after that whole side had been hit, but they had it masked. They had put it. You couldn't tell till it started falling and acting crazy. Build a tiny cabin in the woods. Okay, now I live in the South. I don't know where you live, but all these woods are owned. And if you go building tiny cabins in these woods, you might get shot because most of these woods are deer hunting land. So, okay, build a tiny cabin in the woods. Who said I want to be in a box anyway? Who said I want to be stuck on some place stuck to the ground? Who said I didn't want to be in a car or something with wheels? Are you judging me? Well, I judge you back. You want to be sitting in a box, just stuck there and looking at the same view every single day, all the time, pay for it for years and 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 years, only probably to lose it to the bank or what have you. Or you could, I don't know, get you a chariot and figure out how to go see what God has created, because it's different. Every state is crazy. It's wild. It looks like even the trees change from state to state. And I ain't so much. I'm not. I like to go do the adventure of it all. Like I love the adventure of it all. Collective seen some stuff with me. I seen some stuff on my own before I started doing any kind of YouTubing. I used to go like travel to different places. I had some couple of encounters, for sure I did. When I stayed at Brush Creek down by the lake, I saw Yetis. And when I stayed up there in Possum Run, Alabama, I saw fucking white aliens. They weren't grays. These motherfuckers was tall, skinny, lanky. They come from a bell-shaped UFO. Looked just like a bell. Was black. But I would have never seen that if I hadn't have been, if I'd have been sitting in some kind of box somewhere paying too much in rent that I don't have any kind of joy or any kind of, anything that I can find joy that I can, when I get it, when I'm in a vehicle. Because I don't need much. I just need food, clothing, and some little bit of entertainment. I'm good. I'm happy. I like to roll, though. I don't like this sitting here. I'm tired of this. Well, anyway, I tried to fix it. Well, I got two things fixed on it, but I think it was, anyway. Um, and then this happened. It started squalling, making this noise. It's 5-speed. So I looked up what it could be. It's probably the throttle bearing, okay? Or the throttle bearing inside of the clutch, inside of the transmission. But I also looked up what else it could be, and I thought it was the master cylinder, slave cylinder. So I had that changed, and these fools that was out here come stole it off my car. The bottom thing, the slave cylinder, they stole it because it was brand new, and took the old one too, so I couldn't even try to use it. So then I reordered another one and a battery. So it's a brand new battery, and I replaced. Well, I got the battery with the other one, but I replaced it all myself, and it did a dang good job. But I can't get nobody to help me see if it needs to be bled. But I don't think that's what it is. I believe it's the throwout bearing. So I looked that up, and it don't cost that much. Throwout bearing don't cost that much. It's that you got to take out the transmission. That's where it cost me, and it cost as much as I paid for the car. I'm ready for another car. If I'm gonna keep on and on and on, it's just getting higher and higher. The shit that I keep putting on this car, fixing, and I'm gonna sell this. But I gotta find another vehicle to move all my stuff into, so I can sell this, move it up somewhere and sell it. Does that answer your question, Jody? Did I answer your question? Stealing. Oh, the guy named Bo. I asked this person. I was going to change the part myself. So I asked him. I said, they was bringing somebody over there. And I said, will you help me unloosen this bolt on the bottom underneath on the slave cylinder? It was too tight. I couldn't unloosen it. And he said, yeah. So the next thing I know, he's cutting himself, like on trying to hurry up and do it. And I'm going, dude, I can do the rest. I can do the rest. And he's like, no, 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 I help you. I help you. I help you. Yeah, I know why he wanted to help me so bad now. Because he stole my part. I was trying to watch, and I had distraction. That girl was distracted. But anyway, but they took the part off and took it. So then I replaced it. And that's what took so long. And now I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm not paying to get a whole transmission replaced in this motherfucker. I pray to God that I can find some other vehicle. That's all I can say. If somebody wants to help, you can help me with financial help with Cash App $AngelMoon6237. I've saved up some money. I don't have enough yet, but the situation I'm in, I really need to move out. I just want to move somewhere by myself, god dang. Or with a teammate that we're on the same level, same page, clear. I don't do drugs, I smoke pot, that's it. I don't do crime. So it's got to be somebody on that level. It seems like there's nobody out there like that. But I'm thankful that the criminals that are allowing me to, they're the only ones helping me. It's so crazy. They trust in me because I'm trustworthy. But they don't understand me because I'm mysterious. I don't do drugs and stuff. I don't even drink caffeine. I stay to myself in my little shell and try to figure out a way to go. I want to travel. I want to go. I want to travel. I don't want. I'm seeing more and more and more and more and more that I don't really want a set little box to live in, but it's also, I look at both points of view. The government's about trying to make you, trying to force you. They're trying to force you to stay in a box. And I don't know. All my life I've looked outside the box. I've seen outside the box. I was wondering what was outside the box and looking and being curious outside the box all my life. Okay? I do not like, okay, we got shit as far as air quality, and you think that your air quality clean inside your house because you got air conditioner or what have you, but it's worse than the shit that you breathing out here naturally by a tree. If you're standing by a tree, you better off than standing inside your house breathing that air conditioner. And I saw a study the other day. I don't know why they cut the forest out of the lakes or what have you, but they had this big, like, wavy, real wavy area over here, and then they had these trees in the water, and it was still rippling a little bit, a tiny bit, a tiny bit, a tiny bit. But on the other side, by the time it got to the other side of that, it was just as calm and no kind of, and filtered through. The humans want to be in control of every fucking thing. Take what resonates. Just keep in mind all the time that everything lives. Oh, and I heard this thing the other day. Golly, it was trippy. I'm not even sure what the fuck I was listening to. Like, it's crazy. But it said there was some type of cat regression. A cat. Somebody was, the cat passed away. The owner wanted to know if it passed away peacefully and ask it questions, okay? This woman asked this cat why it was so, like, attracted and drawn to trucks, big trucks. And it said that it was drawn to big trucks because it used to be a truck in its past life. And they said, what? Like, you can't be a truck. Like, trucks don't have souls. And they said anything. The answer was that anything can have a soul. Anything. It's the attachment that the soul can have on that object, an inanimate object, and be drawn to that object, and that's their soul is inside of it. That's what they said. That's what the answer was. That anything can have a soul if it's inhabited by the soul. The soul can inhabit any object. So keep that in mind when you riding down the road and that and that and that. Look, I named this joker and it tore up as soon as I named it. I don't know if Zelda remembers that, but we named it Blue Moon or Blue something, Bluey something. And it tore up right after. Anyway, I thought that was interesting that anything can have a soul in it if that soul chooses to inhabit it. Say like your Bluetooth, or I don't know, your hair dryer, especially if it's electrical. If it has electric conductors or it can be, I suppose, possessed. So take that as it resonates. I guess the voodoo people knew that a long time ago because they'd be throwing spirits into them dolls and shit. However that works. Take that as it resonates too. Alright, y'all. I guess I'm going to go for now and cool off a little bit because it's too loud when I run the air conditioner and do the reading. It's too loud, so I turn it off while I'm in it, so I start sweating. But I mean, the windows are down, but it's just too hot. Yeah, that don't help. There's no breeze. God dang, I should be swimming somewhere. I should have just got trapped down there in fucking Pensacola with all the damn spring breakers. I should have just stayed there. Take that for the rest of the day. Anyway, I did what I did because destiny. God is in control. Somebody's fixing to contact you. Somebody's been watching something and somebody's come into some type of money or something to that effect. Wants to offer you something. An equal offer. But there's something from the past that you need to just say, meh. Take that as it resonates. Y'all stay golden. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that bell notification. Thank you for the rubies. If you want to donate, I got those too. Rubies and super chat and super thanks. Alright, y'all. See you on the flip side. Look, just do your best to do this right here. Don't worry. I'll be happy. Don't worry, be happy.